I'm Young Buzz. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most soothing, talented, and quietly charming members of Stray Kids, Seungmin. Whether you're a hardcore stay or just getting to know the group, Seungmin's story and personality are truly fascinating, and I think you're going to love this. So let's get started. Seungmin, born Kim Seungmin on September 22nd, 2000, is known as the sunshine of Stray Kids, and honestly, it's easy to see why. With his bright smile and calm demeanor, he brings such a warm, comforting vibe to the group. Fun fact, his fans gave him the nickname Sunshine. But within the group, the members affectionately call him Snail, which totally fits his chill, steady personality. Now, something that stood out to me is how disciplined and committed Seungmin is. Unlike many trainees who might skip or slack off, he never missed a day writing his training logs. That's dedication. And if you think about it, this little detail says a lot about his character. Quiet, hardworking, and consistent. I honestly admire that so much. What do you think? Have you noticed this kind of quiet dedication in your own life or favorite idols? Drop a comment and tell me. Seungmin was born in Seoul and has an older sister. Interestingly, he's very fluent in English, which he learned during a short stay in Los Angeles back when he was in 4th grade. Just 3 months in LA, and now he's one of the better English speakers in Stray Kids. That's impressive, right? I feel like this really helps the group connect with their international fans, and it makes Seungmin even more versatile. He's currently attending Cheongdam High School, the same school Bang Chan went to, and turns out Chan was his senior there. I find it cool how close some of the members were even before joining Stray Kids officially. It kind of feels like fate, don't you think? Also, speaking of personal quirks, Seungmin's charming point, and I love this, is his chubby left cheek. It's little things like this that make idols feel so real and relatable. I mean, who doesn't have a cute or quirky feature they love? I'm curious, what's your favorite feature about Seungmin or another Stray Kids member? Let me know below. One thing that fans absolutely adore about Seungmin is how much he loves food, especially eggs, oranges, and strawberries. Can you imagine waking up to him cooking fried eggs for the members? Not only is he the morning person of the group, but he also takes on the role of waking up everyone early and making breakfast. I personally think that's such a sweet, responsible thing to do, especially for a group with such a busy schedule. And speaking of busy, Seungmin is the cleanest member in the group. I don't know about you, but that just makes me respect him even more. Between practice schedules, performances, and travels, keeping things tidy is no joke. Do you have a cleanest friend in your circle? I bet their vibes are similar to Seungmin's calm and orderly personality. Another fun thing about him, he really dislikes spicy food and even sweats a lot if he eats it. That's so relatable. Not everyone can handle spice, no matter how tough you seem on stage. Seungmin has some cool hobbies too. He loves writing in his diary, listening to music, and taking pictures. He actually wanted to be a photographer or even a prosecutor if he wasn't in Stray Kids. A prosecutor? That's so surprising and intriguing. It just shows how multidimensional he is. I wonder if his love for photography influences the way he sees music and performance. What do you think? How important do you feel hobbies are for idols outside of their music careers? Tell me in the comments. And get this. When Seungmin was in 4th grade, he threw the first pitch at a professional baseball game for the SK Wyverns. Imagine being so young and confident to do that. Also, he's really into baseball and basketball, which explains his sporty side. Now let's talk about something a bit intense. In 2013, a helicopter actually crashed into the building where Seungmin was living, right while he was brushing his teeth. Luckily, he was safe. But can you imagine that? It's one of those moments that could totally change your outlook on life. It makes his motto, "Today you spent in vain is the day, as tomorrow someone who passed away really wants to live through," even more powerful. What's a motto or quote that motivates you? Share it down below. I also love how approachable Seungmin is. He's known as the most teased member by his fellow Stray Kids, but he takes it with good humor, and he's also known for being incredibly clean and responsible. A great balance. On the music side, Seungmin's role is mainly vocal, and he's part of the vocal racha unit. His voice is smooth, emotional, and just calming. If you've listened to the OST Here Always from Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, you've definitely heard Seungmin's amazing vocal chops. What's your favorite song or vocal part of his? Let's discuss it below. He's even an MC for shows like After School Club and We K-Pop, which shows how versatile he is beyond just singing and dancing. And finally, a little personal note. I think Seungmin embodies this warm, steady presence that balances out the high energy of the rest of Stray Kids. He might not always be in the spotlight, but he's absolutely essential for the group's harmony, both musically and personally. Don't you agree? So to all the stays watching, what do you love most about Seungmin? Is it his vocals, his personality, or those little quirks? I want to hear all your thoughts and stories. Let's make the comment section a celebration of this amazing member. All right, let's keep going because there's still so much more about Seungmin that's worth talking about. One thing I find really interesting is how he handles the pressure and expectations. As an ISFJ, Seungmin has this thoughtful and responsible personality type that really shines through. You know, ISFJs tend to be loyal and very caring, sometimes quietly working behind the scenes. That fits perfectly with how Seungmin supports the team, always reliable and steady. I'm curious, do you think personality types actually influence how idols act on stage or in real life? Have you ever taken an MBTI test? Share your type and whether you relate to your favorite idols types. Now, let's talk about his relationship with the other members. Seungmin shares a close bond with Bangchan, Lino, and Hyunjin since they shared a dorm room before the new dorm arrangement. I always find these dorm stories so heartwarming because it shows how much idols rely on each other like family. Plus, it's funny to know that his roommates often tease him, but it's all in good fun. And speaking of dorm life, Seungmin has a special role. He wakes everyone up early and cooks fried eggs. Imagine that morning routine in a big group like Stray Kids. It makes me wonder, do you guys have a morning routine that helps you start your day right? Let's swap tips in the comments. Also, I really admire Seungmin's humility. Despite being so talented and popular, he stays grounded and focused on improving. He even still owns the jacket he wore to his JYP audition. That's such a meaningful keepsake. It shows how he remembers his roots and the journey that got him here. Another thing that stands out is how much he wants to try dark concepts in the future. That's pretty exciting because Stray Kids is known for their powerful and intense performances, but Seungmin's soft voice would bring a fresh, emotional layer to those concepts. What kind of concepts do you want to see Seungmin explore? More bright and cheerful, or darker and mysterious? I'm really interested in your opinions. Oh, and before I forget, did you know Seungmin sings the OST Here Always from the drama Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha? His voice is so soothing and emotional there. It's a must-listen for any fan who wants to hear a different side of him outside the group's usual tracks. All right, as we wrap up this part, I want to hear from you. What surprised you the most about Seungmin? Was it the helicopter story, his cooking skills, or maybe his quiet determination? And which Seungmin moment or performance is your all-time favorite? Let's get a great conversation going down below. Stay tuned for the second half, where we'll dig deeper into Seungmin's music, his friendships, and some fun little known facts that you might not have heard before. Thanks again for hanging out with me on Annyeong Buzz. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more insider info on your favorite idols. Catch you in the next part.